Safran Mexico is expanding with 2 new plants, one in Chihuahua to produce evacuation and rescue equipment, and another in Querétaro focused on MRO for single-aisle aircraft engines. Now, the Querétaro facility is aiming to service up to 350 engines annually, includes a high-tech test cell to verify engine parameters before returning them, on top of an expansion for new aircraft engines. And that expansion is actually going to make Mexico the 3rd largest producer of turbojets for single-aisle aircraft globally, trailing only, any guesses? The US and France. I mean, of course, Mexico's strategic location, being close to the U.S. market, having access to Brazilian market is going to be huge. Mexican talent has become a competitive asset. 34 years of industry experience supporting high-tech processes, manufacturing growth. There's a lot happening. It's good.
So 350 engines annually. Engines are not a small thing. Yeah. You mentioned that. You mentioned a test cell to see how they're going to perform under conditions to quality check these engines before they head back to customers, and building some new engines as well. So this, the 3rd largest producer, my number 1 here is workforce training and skill development. You need to have folks who can do this, who know what they're going to do, have the continuous learning. You're going to have to build up a huge workforce to make all of this work.
Yeah. Sorry, Andrew. I don't know what you're going to say, but I agree.
No, I'm not going with that, because I think emerging economies always start from a throw more people at things, because they're coming out of people are cheaper and therefore just throw more people at it. I've seen it all over the world. So I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to say their number 1 challenge is actually going to be supply chain coordination. Scaling up your production and servicing 350 engines annually isn't just about the skills. It's about aligning your supply chain across multiple borders, managing your logistics without any bottlenecks. Take that.
One way to help not have bottlenecks is to make sure that the people are ready to handle all of these things. Mexico needs to retain talent in the country. They need to foster an ecosystem of technological innovation and strengthen the high impact doctoral programs, like the whole education process of just leading up to this, and then what about the ecosystem of OEMs acquiring technology? For example, in this case, Safran. You've got to see, how is that going to go into the country's chain? How is it going to participate in this technology? How do you get folks trained on any of these new things you're bringing in?
Brian, you can have the most skilled workforce on the planet, but if the parts don't show up on time, those engines ain't going anywhere. It's like training for me. It's like training for a marathon, but forgetting to buy your sneakers. Logistics is what's going to get you across the line.
You need people to make logistics happen, at least for now. I mean, I'm sure it's based by androids, but right now. So I want to look at augmented reality for training, looking at using this to see how you do the repairs, tablets on the floor to see the engineering specs, related videos, maybe AR glasses. You need training of the systems, the engineering, the skills, and continuous learning for all of these things as new processes and new types of engines come on to be repaired.
Yeah, it's supply chain management and integration for me, the big solution here. You've got cross-border dynamics going on. You've got to ensure that everything from your raw materials to finished components are going to flow smoothly between Mexico, US, and Brazil. Keeping that production on track and plants running efficiently is going to be reliant on all of those parts coming in. Then I'm going to bring in AI.
Yeah, that was my prediction.
Huh?
I have a prediction that you're about to talk about AI.
100%. Predictive supply chain analytics is going to monitor for potential disruptions in the supply chain, optimize your inventory levels. That means that Safran can keep production consistent and avoid any hiccups from the delays that may come in from that cross-border supply chain.